show them that one. See? Well, I gotta focus. Ooh, it's another type? Noish.
See Marchie.
Archie. Coming out. Oh yeah. Liking this one. Got the purple in there. Some purple there, some copper, chalcopyrite, or no, sorry, chrysocolla, quartz. It's one big chunk of quartz right here. It's just got that argillic alteration junk on there. Clay, which I think used to be like a feldspar that got crushed. Or it's just all this material that got crushed. Oh, let's see right here. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut this one. This is another mystery from the Blue Mountain Mine. It's just too, I can't get myself to crush it. I think it's got too much potential for lapidary or collectors purposes. So as far as gold mining goes, I've undermined the operation there. Don't mind the pun there, undermined. Grades, of course, you know how it is. Some is better than others. Like this, I think is going to be better than maybe a less mineralized section. But the less mineralized stuff, I've actually found some gold in that too, and just the white quartz that I thought was just bull quartz, and I'll have to show you guys that later. But yeah, very cool. Let's cut this open and see what happens. So we've kind of ran into a predicament here where we've got this ore, and I feel like it's more profitable to sell it as slabs in slabs or specimens. And I'm sure some other people have ran into that have done a little bit of small scale mining. But on a small scale, super small scale, like what we're doing, 1 or 2 man job, you know, sometimes we get three, but pulling it out and crushing it for the gold values is awesome. It's a lot of fun, and it's great. And usually it's not a problem, but this stuff here, from this particular location just seems like the quartz mixed with the copper, and there's a little bit of native gold in there, like like I showed you last time, and then you got the chalcopyrite and the azurite and the malachite and the purple lithium, and you've got chrysocolla in there, you've got cuprite in there, you've got jasper in there, you've got hematite in there, you've got a little bit of native copper in there, you've got a little bit of bornite in there, and I've even seen what's it called? But anyways, you've got all these minerals in here, and it comes out beautifully when you get a chunk out. And I don't know what it looks like deeper, but crushing it for the gold values, even at $3,000 an ounce, seems kind of like a waste. And for a small guy like me, it's definitely probably better to just sell the ore as is, and as samples and for jewelry material. And I didn't think I was going to run into that. I thought it was just quartz, not much going on with it. It was going to be pitted. It was going to be, crumbly. Maybe not necessarily crumbly because it was quartz, but nothing really amazing going on in there. Maybe a little bit of copper, but I've come across a lot of veins that are just, they pinch and swell. They've got lenses where you're basically whacking at the crack in the wall, and sometimes it's an inch, sometimes it's a foot, 2 feet, but it's crumbly. It's not really much going on, and you're getting it out of there just for the gold, and or it's got quartz with iron staining on there, maybe a little bit of copper or something like that. But that's what's awesome about the Southwest. From here to Arizona, you got some kind of crazy looking ores. Just wasn't good enough to be profitable at the time, whether it be the from the 1920s to the 70s, and that it looked awesome and was better off as specimens or jewelry grade. But enough of me yapping here. If anybody else has come across that issue where they've kind of gone into exploring some mines or discovered a spot, you found out the grades were good, not phenomenal, but good, not phenomenal, but the specimen aspect of it was more profitable, and you like rocks and lapidary stuff like me. That's another problem too. I like the lapidary aspect of the geology and what's out there. So I love mining and I love lapidary. So it's kind of for me, it's if there's lapidary values there, then like those guys over there in Nevada that run into all that turquoise, in Arizona with all that turquoise up there. They're definitely not crushing that turquoise there. They're pulling it out of there, cutting it and slabbing it and selling it as cabs. And that's a lot more profitable for them. I'm not saying that this material is like that, but I feel like it's got a lot of potential, and before I go smashing and grabbing, I'm going to explore the lapidary aspect of the material and see if it's just going to be better off as leaving this mine for specimens, or going in there and really blowing it all to hell and taking it all out of there. So I think a lot of big companies, they don't care. These big mining companies, They come through and they just open pit it and blow it all to hell. And there's probably amazing stuff in there that's got historical value that you'll never see again, and once it's gone, it's gone. So then that's kind of the sad aspect of mining is they could have been pulling out, even back in the day, some amazing stuff that's dang near on the surface, maybe 0 to 100 feet down, and you don't know what it was. When you go out there, you'll never know, because they took it out and they crushed it to powder, they extracted the gold, and that was that. And the thousands of generations after them will never ever get to see what was there, and will always be wondering what was there. Like me, I go out there and I'm like, what used to be here? And they got to see it. That generation got lucky, they got to see it, but we don't get to see it. And I think it'd be nice if I'm sure companies do keep a lot of their ore and put some off to the side for museums and things like that, and I think that's the best thing you can shoot for. But those guys, it seems like they're blowing the mountain up, taking everything. They don't care what's inside the rock. They just know that it has values, and that's great and all for them, and they're doing it like crazy. But small guys like us that are into geology are like, dang, I wish I would have seen what was there before they blew it all up. That's all we're asking. And I'm sure the generations after us are going to want to see it too. It's going to be in the history books, if that, like this really cool ore was there, and, we just have to kind of take their word for it. But places like Calico and preserving a lot of that rock over there, and we get to see it. But for the most part, we never get to see what these big companies are doing, and that's their deal. But I'd like to get this material kind of out in the open and show it off a little bit before we do anything else, and that may be all we end up doing with this, is just kind of specimen type stuff, and then move on to a spot that is going to be the values are pretty good, but it doesn't have the specimen quality aspect to it. So I'm glad I found it, because most people I think would just be pulling out and would never cut the rock open. They would just probably throw it in the crusher and call it a day. And we're going to do that too, but for the really nice, cool stuff, I want to get it out there. And anyways, enough of me jaw-jacking, and we'll cut this puppy and be right back. Nothing. Marchie. Whoa! Oh, sorry. Sorry, March. chalcopyrite here. Chalcopyrite here. Yeah, I might have to go microscope mode with this one. Jeweler's loop. Pretty dang cool. I'm gonna cut another one. A double whammy here. See the chalcopyrite right there. Possibly micron gold in the sulfides, chalcopyrite. This bad boy, I just can't get myself to crush it. Nice sulfides. Chalcopyrite showing there, and the jasper. Dang, that jasper is something. It's got the chalcedony right here, a little veinlet. Ooh, that's cool. And jasper goes through it, I guess. And I'm pretty sure that's cuprite mixed with like magnetite. But that seems to be what the gold. Got some action right here. Serious actione right there. Man, that really is bright. That thing is bright. Chrysocolla or azurite. It really pops out. Man. Definitely gets more interesting as we go on. Get deeper in the rock. Alright, now I have to see what the
Subscribe to my channel.